guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike, he's Jay. The Strain, episode 2. I don't know the name of it. Do you really care that much? It's episode 2.
I was going to say The Strain, episode 2, season 1, Lawrence. Hit that button.
Well, when we start off with the episode, the first one from Crazy, we gave it a 10. We loved it. If you're just now catching on, we absolutely love this show. It's got this weird, like, Stephen King fun horror feel, cheesy dialogue that some people hate. I like it because it fits with this tone. Crazy vampire, awesome gore, crazy violence, good stuff. This episode didn't have that much violence.
No, it was more of a backstory kind of stuff, filling you in on the characters and stuff. I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm not trying to say, hey, fuck beans, it's terrible, it's over, Guillermo del Toro, what have you done, Pan's Labyrinth time. But I like how they're filling it in. They're like giving you a little bit more of a story. They did change F though a little bit. I mean, from the first season or first episode, I'm sorry, the first episode he's more like, I kind of thought he was gonna be more like a Ryan Reynolds kind of guy. Yeah. Like a quippy, I'm gonna be like, I don't give a shit. There's a disease. Whatever, I'm gonna go drink at the bar and then we'll figure it out. But now he's actually showing more of a backstory with him. You know, he's got, you know, you already knew that he was going through divorce and he's got his kid, but he goes to an Alcohol Anonymous meeting and I didn't know that was gonna come. I was like, holy shit.
That whole thing, and you know the Alcohol Anonymous thing. Yeah. Well, first off, I mean, he goes.
We need to go there.
He was like, I got this whole strain of shit going on, and it's like everything's serious, and the chick's like, no, you need to go take care of this shit. And then, you know, he gives the tongue a little bit, slips a little bit of the tongue like a grown man does. When a grown man's got to slip the tongue, the grown man slips the tongue. But then he goes to his wife's house, and there's this horribly awkward scene between him and Mark. And the guys, like, at first they hated each other, and it was this awful tension, and now Mark's like this doop-doop-doop guy.
I hate that shit, dude, because, you know, you walk into your former house, you're making payments on it like he said, your wife's fucking another dude in your bed, and you've got a kid there, and he's trying to have like a one-on-one, and he has to go in that room, and she's like, oh, he's turning your office into a game room now. And he's like, maybe one day we can be friends. The guy gives a bro hug. You know, I know from experience, dude, trust me when I say that, that's fucking bullshit.
She tried to act like the good guy, too. It's like, you're letting this guy, and you're saying like it's no big deal, like, oh, he's just in the back, you know, taking over your life and taking over all your shit. Bitch.
Yeah, that's
why I don't care if she's telling that mom card or not.
When he walks in and that girl's like, hey, I'm whatever, and he's like, oh, I know who you were, and you know, her friend, she's like, oh, I only drove your kid to school like so many times, like, fuck you, bitch.
What a bitch. Yeah, she was such a bitch. She's like, oh, I'm sorry I was out saving the fucking world. Let me be here so I can remember your fucking name, soccer mom.
I'm a hero. You're not. You drive a minivan and act like a badass.
Fucking hair. But yeah, so he goes in there, and there's this awkward situation, and Hef's turned into like the really good guy. Like he's just like, you know what, man? And he did the right thing. He's like, just be good to my son. You know, just be good to my kid. And he did the right thing.
Oh god, but that would burn your ass hairs off.
Yeah,
like,
but
he had to be like that.
He did the nutty thing, and he bucked up and he did it. And then he's talking to his son or whatever. The guy's like, I think we can be friends. He tries to hug. He's like, good.
He gives him a bro hug. Like it wasn't even just like a handshake. It was like. And he's like, oh.
That guy was being such a dick too. He's like, yeah, I think an entertainment center right here. I think some speakers over there. I was like, I just want to stick my fist in your fucking throat.
How about this? How about my fist in your face?
So then he goes to AA and shit gets serious. Like, you really get into Hef's character. And for a show that's got all this fun stuff going on, they actually added, like, that was good writing.
You keep on saying Hef.
Hef?
It's F.
Fuck you! Hef
Are you Canadian?
What's this all about? He goes in there, but he's at the AA meeting. He has a really that scene was really well written. I thought he's talking about, you know, he's a smartass and shit, but he's like, you know, I use that to cover up, you know, how bad this shit really hurts me. He's like, motherfucker, sleeping in my fucking bed, and I'm still paying the bills, and all I care about is my son. It was a touching moment for a show that's like, you know, crazy horror fun time.
And I think that's a cool thing that they actually showed you some more character development that they're going to have with that character, and also. I'm sorry I don't remember his name, but the thugged out guy.
Oh, the white boy?
The white, talking about white boy? That guy, Pitbull's little brother. He was there, and you see some more. Like, he actually gives a shit about his family, and he hates his little brother because his little brother's like a drug. He doesn't hate him, but he acts like, you know, you brought, you know, don't bring like stolen property in mom's house. And he's like, what about you? What about you? And he's like, I'm trying to change. Like, I don't know.
It's just like, but it also makes sense. It's just like a little wooden clock that you can get at Peddler's Mall for like $5. But he's like, where'd you get it? I know you got it somewhere. And that seems funny because he beats the shit out of him. He's laying on top. He's like, the guy's like, leave it out, outside. And then he gets up and he walks away and he does that typical thing. He's like, I ain't scared of you.
You know? That was,
But they try to give him some backstory or whatever. Yeah. And then
as it's developing, as the story is unfolding, you find out more about the virus, about, well, at least F is starting to see, hey, you know, this thing reacts to blood. They go to the morgue. They find out all the guys are gone. The dude's dead, or, you know, they're pretty sure he's dead. The medical examiner. And you see at one point you see Voldemort come about, the fucking Dracula guy, and
that was
he pulls back his helmet, and you're like, oh, you have a head. I just thought he was tentacles.
That was the coolest moment of the show. Like for me, it was because they brought in the leader. I can't think of his name. They brought in the main guy, the old guy, and he's like, I'll do this myself. And he walks in there, he's all badass. But as soon as he sees him, he like cowers next to his casket. He's like, oh fuck, this is too much.
He's like, I wanted that one scene though when he like was on bending knee, and he was like, I just wish he had said, oh God, and then the guy was like, Zod.
Well, he did say that. He was like, what's his name? Sorry. When Ekrest, or whatever the guy's name is, the Mr. Smith-looking guy comes in there and he's like, he has chosen you to behold all of his glory. I was like, or what did he say? No, he's like, this is your moment. He's like, he's chosen you to bear witness to all of his glory. I was like, you know what? That's a really good line to use right before you take off your pants.
That's what I was gonna say. If I had been that guy that was on Disney, I was like, I'm not sucking dick. It's not happening right
What do you think would happen if you met a chick at a bar and you took her home or whatever, and you know, you're just getting ready to get into bed and she's taking off her clothes, you're tearing, and you're just like, I've chosen you to bear witness to all of my glory.
She'd either like
take off your pants.
She'd either be like really excited about it, be like, what the fuck? I mean, because it'd be the same thing if you were like, happy are they who come to my subject.
Yeah, like date is over. You're done at that point. Unless she's weird, and then you don't want to be there anyway.
Unless she's gotten some extra Vicodin and the panties are going to drop, just like Varsity Blues. But yeah, I like that scene. And then, of course, we've got who was it? Oh God, now I'm going to forget. I'm going to blank on him. We have a little bit more. They don't really go into much more detail about Sam, Sean Astin. He's in there for a second, but he really doesn't. It's like he didn't give a shit that he just let that guy through. Like the box is meeting the guy, and he's like, hey, I'm Rudy.
I liked it when they're looking at this stuff, though. They picked up the goop, like the glowy goop, and it was like, my first thought was ectoplasm, and then he's like, they're looking at it, and he was like, I believe it's guano. And like, did anybody else think about Ace Ventura when Nature Calls? He's like, guano? I think you mean bat shit. You know, that's what I thought. But I don't know why they call it guano. That was weird. But then
but he called. I like the description they use. He called it like a tick. Like
yeah, tick shit.
Tick juice.
It's tick shit.
Tick ejaculate.
Tick shit. Yeah. And then of course, you got the only time you see Abraham really in this episode is when he's in the meeting with.
I love that scene.
That was
my favorite scene.
Yeah, that was really cool. He was so fucking weird. He's like, is it Chartos?
I just like that guy, like the bad guy, this Nazi asshole, because for some reason he looks like the guy that would be sponsoring or being an advertiser for Men's Warehouse, and he was like, do you know the best suits to wear? It's at Men's Warehouse. If you don't choose for us, you're a fat ass loser.
I guarantee it. But he was like, where's so and so? He's like, he's watching you through me. I was like, that's fucking weird, and I don't even believe
it. Like, you are just a number.
But the camera pans out from that scene, and the whole time this guy's been just like divulging, like, yeah, we're gonna end the world, all this shit like that. There's a fucking cop standing right there.
I know.
Cop's just like,
he's obviously like
Twinkies.
Are good
donuts.
He's obviously got them in his back pocket. I mean, or they've got all this money, and he's representing a guy that is from Jumanji, so we know that there's money there. You know that old man is the dad in Jumanji. I keep on thinking of him. Jumanji.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, okay. And he's also the hunter in Jumanji. But anyway, yeah, I like that guy. Like the bad guy, he's got like this.
Mr. Smith.
It's got a Mr. Smith, but it's almost like a French kind of. He's German, but it's almost like this French kind of. I can like talk bad to you, and it feels like I'm wiping my ass with silk.
He's fucking weird. That's where we're gonna leave it at, right there.
And Abraham's like doing his Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's like, "Where is your goat?"
I killed your
He's like, "Where is your goat?" You have to. He has a thick bit, and then Abraham guy was like.
That was a badass. Like, it reminded me of Heat when Pacino and De Niro are sitting at the dinner table at the cafe.
I just wish the old man had like slammed the phone and was like, "I will kill you for what you've done." He's like, "Take your best shot."
Instead, he was just like, "Look at this."
I thought like some tentacles were gonna come out.
Oh, I was like, "Oh, Billy." That's what I was waiting
Nipple
for.
time.
But then, of course, in this whole, they did a social kind of commentary there because the whole virus is out. They're gonna let these people just walk because nobody wants to just like explain it. So everybody's like, "Oh, I don't care if the world ends as long as it's not my ass." And F is trying to fix it and trying to save it. They find the pilot, and it's so stupid that they're letting these people go because they all look sick as shit.
I know.
They're all fucking just as white and pale as
except for
they're bleeding out of their fucking eyes and shit. Like.
Well, the pilot actually is a good guy. Like he volunteered for it.
Yeah, like he's trying to help, but I hate that. Let these people go.
I hate that bitch though. The one's like, I'm dialing ready. She's like, you better start dialing. Like, bitch.
And then like, do it. The rock star dude is so. I mean, he's clichéing over the top or whatever. He's sitting there. His manager, that was the girl from Scary Movie,
I know.
who was like, I'm gonna fart on these walls, Ray. I'm I'm gonna shit in your mouth. That was her when she's wearing the football helmet.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm sure of that. That's the same girl.
I thought it was a girl from Clueless.
Could be. No, it's not the girl from Clueless.
Oh.
But yeah, she's in there, and she's the most like carbon cutout character. She's like, as long as it sells tickets. I was like, that's just so corny.
Yeah, but he had a badass scene with 3 chicks that were doing things together. And I'm like,
yeah.
Way to go, FX! That's how you pump it to at HBO. And then he like, walked in there, and he looked like the lead singer. He had his shirt off. He was like, yeah, he looked like the lead singer from Incubus.
I was thinking AF5. But he walks out, he's like, who's ready to party with me? I was like, that line could have been used in an 80s movie that didn't even fucking reach theaters. That was so terrible.
But I mean, in real life, if that had been you with 3 bitches that are just ready to do it with you, and you're like, I would just lay in the bed like, come to me, my brethren. I wouldn't even know what to do. I just like, ah!
You were to say, I've been burdened with glorious purpose.
You would be one of those guys that would walk out of the bathroom after you're doing whatever, and you saw this happening on your bed. You're like, berries and cream, berries and cream. You'd be so excited, like, yay.
Why did he bite though? Like the other people have tentacles and shit coming out of their fucking. They have snake bites, and he was just like, I'm gonna bite it like a regular
because it's maybe it's a slower progress.
Maybe.
And then of course
the little girl.
We run to the little girl. Yeah, Silent Hill girl. You knew that was coming. Like there was no
standard,
doubt.
pretty much.
When she was in her little milk bath, why did it look like milk?
That guy's such a fucking idiot.
I hated that guy.
That's because she was dirty. She had all that white makeup going on. But that guy's such a fucking idiot. He calls him. He's like, just so you know, I'm really sorry for smacking you in the fucking face. You know, you returned my daughter, everything's good. And the guy was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, if you don't know what I mean, then go fuck yourself. Click, and I'm gonna go in here and get my throat eaten out because that's what I fucking deserve. That's what he got.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool. Like after
out.
she had tentacled his neck. And then she sits there with her mouth open and the blood's like flowing into her mouth. I was like, that's pretty scary as fuck. But yeah, that guy was like Bill Gates, like fucking German style. And he was a dick. And you knew that was coming. Like when your daughter shows up and she's pounding, she's like, called Papa. And then she's like in the toilet, like, or not toilet, in the tub. And she's looking all like weird with bloodshot eyes and white pallor skin. Yeah. And she's like, and he's trying to talk to her and she's like, I'm like, yeah, we're going to social services.
Should have seen that shit coming. And who's awesome in the show? Kevin Durant's in this now.
Kevin Durant's in there?
Kevin Durant.
All right.
No, but he works for the health department, and he's like, oh, we're gonna kill some people. He's always awesome and fucking creepy. And he goes and he shuts down that guy's medical restaurant. Medical restaurant. What the fuck is that? He goes and shuts down that guy's I almost did it again!
The meth lab?
He goes and shuts down that guy's restaurant.
Health inspector.
And he pulls out a big rat, and that scene was awesome. And I would have been thinking the exact same thing. As dirty as that is, the rock star comes downstairs and is like, well, look who we don't have to pay now.
Yeah.
I'd have been thinking the same fucking thing. I'd be like, free drinks.
I love that guy though. That guy's an awesome actor. He's underrated as fuck. I don't think he's used enough. He's always good. He always plays a good bad guy, but he's Russian. He's like, look, you will have more money than that to pay me. I guess
pay that man. Pay that man his money.
It's like, I know me droppings. All right. And it's like somebody's like, because you really know your shit, huh?
So ultimately, at the end of the day, the episode's pretty good. It didn't wow me like the first episode. They draw me in, and then they're just holding on to me right now. But we're gonna see what happens in the 3rd episode. I enjoyed it. I give it a 7.5.
I'll give it an 8.0. I do like the backstory. I kind of like how it's not like over the top, explosive kind of action all the time, because you do have to have that. It's not a Game of Thrones worthy backstory. There's nothing like really political or cool going on in the back scenes, but it's still got good character development, and all the actors are awesome. Like they've really got a great cast together so far. So I'm happy, and I really hope that F gets with Martinez because his bitch is fucking asshole, and he's got a dude living in his fucking house trying to raise his kid. Fuck that shit.
Damn it!
Throw the goddamn book.
We watched a movie.